G'day guys, hope you're doing well, hope your week's going well so far, even though it's pretty early. Just reviewing a figure that I got late last week. It is Darth Krayt. Good friend of mine sent this to me. He goes by Darth Malgus on YouTube. We'll leave a link to his channel. He doesn't have any videos, but I get the impression he's looking to start. He does also have a Facebook page where he has been uploading photos of his absolutely enormous collection. He's sort of going through every individual figure and taking a photo of every loose figure and every battle pack and anything you can think of. So I'll leave a link to his Facebook page as well, because it's just incredible to look at. And he was just very, very kind to send me this figure. He had duplicates of it, so I was very excited to add this guy to my collection. Only problem is I now need to go back and get all the other legacy characters like Cade Skywalker, Darth Talon, Darth Nil, a few of the Imperial Knights. I've got 2 of the Imperial Knights, but I need to get the particular one that came with Darth Krayt. So I think her name was Sigel Dare or Sigel Dare or something like that. But yeah, this guy came in a comic pack in the Legacy collection. Can't remember if he was an exclusive or not. I don't believe so, but very excited to get this guy. He goes for crazy money on eBay, and it was just very generous of Darth Malgus to send me this one. Very kind, very, very generous. Now, unfortunately, he didn't have the lightsabers for them, so I've had to customize them. One of them I do have sort of elastic banded into his hand, so I won't be able to take that one out. But what I've done, basically, I'll just hold this up and focus. I think it already was focused. What I've actually done is I've got a spare Darth Maul lightsaber, basically just snipped it in half, held a lighter under it and just sort of twisted it, just held it under for, I only need to do it for a second or two, and then just as it heats up the plastic, just sort of twist it and get these sort of twisty sort of marks in it. I've also got the blade and a small little scalpel knife and just cut off the buttons, because I don't know, his lightsabers just appear to be a little bit more, I don't know, natural's the word, I'm not sure, but you know, I've basically sort of done the same with the top. I've just heated up the end and then just pushed it flat onto a cooler surface just to get that flat, and then I've used a couple of spare Darth Vader lightsaber blades and used that same technique, and then just super glued it on and painted the hilt a nice metallic sort of silver colour. So it's come up pretty good, not perfect, but for all intents and purposes of my collecting, it does the job. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. So I'll just get him in his hand. But he is a really cool figure. I recently got the comic pack with a Sharad Het, which is Darth Krayt's Jedi form, I guess you could say, before he became a Sith. Probably like, I think it was 100 or so years afterwards. So I will be reviewing that comic pack very shortly. I might even do it next, but I just wanted to share Darth Krayt because he's just a really cool looking Sith. His helmet mask thing is removable. We can get a look at his human side. Really nicely painted. Really like those sort of tattoos on his forehead and around his mouth and chin. And you can also see he's got one red eye and one blue eye. I'm not sure if the blue's showing up, but you can certainly see that red. He certainly looks quite old. He's meant to be in his hundreds due to the Force, or the dark side of the Force, being able to prolong his life. So yeah, really nice looking head sculpt on Darth Krayt here. And the armor is just absolutely awesome. Just pop his helmet mask back on. I really like the look of that. It looks really cool. And of course the armor follows throughout the rest of the body. It's really nice. The shoulder armor is removable. It just sort of pegs in at the front and back. So we're going to just pop one off. As you can see, there's small little pegs that just sort of pops into quite easily. It just allows for a bit of movement up and down, just so it doesn't really doesn't hinder those elbows. But I love sort of the armour that goes up the arm there. It looks great. Little sort of fragments that sort of blend into his skin. This looks really cool. Really nice, sharp, jagged sort of armour along the back. This is where a cool little feature is. Probably not entirely practical, but I'll just do this carefully. There's actually a spot there on his back where you can slide the blade into. Like I said, it's a lot like that Ram Kota figure where you get the lightsaber and you slide it into his sort of sheath he's got on his back, whereas you're not really going to hold it there with an ignited blade, but I think from the front it does look cool. Looks like he just stuck it in his armour, but pretty cool. More nice details sort of around the legs. Down the boots, got these sort of spikes sticking out the front, well, at the side, sorry. Pretty much the same colour all over, but it looks cool. Articulation is pretty good. Just focus again. He has a ball jointed head, he has ball hinged shoulders, ball hinged elbows, swivel wrists, a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and no ankle articulation, which they weren't doing a great deal of in the comic packs. I do have a few comic pack figures that don't have the ball hinged ankles, but doesn't hinder the look of the figure at all, so it's good. And I don't think articulation should hinder the look of a figure. It shouldn't take away from the visual look of a figure. I think they need to look right before they add articulation. They've done a great job here, so it is Darth Krayt from the Legacy Collection. Interestingly enough, from the Legacy comic series as well, so nice little tie-in, whether it was meant to be or not, but definitely a really awesome Sith Lord. Really happy to have this guy in my collection. So like I said before, I will leave links to Darth Malgus's YouTube channel, which definitely stay tuned to. If he is planning to put up some videos, definitely stay tuned. And go and have a look at his Facebook page. I will put a link down there for that as well. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you go and have a look. And yeah, just pop in and say hello, because he is a great guy. So, and yeah, I'm sure you'll be very impressed with his collection. So that being said, I'll leave it at that. And until my next video, which I'll probably do in the next couple of days in a black hat, yeah, may the force be with you guys. Until then, take it easy.